Hi, my name is Marianne, and I'm coming to you from Live Oak. And today we will be learning how you can use Pear Deck to make your lessons on your synchronous instruction lessons more interactive and engaging for your students. We will be starting distance learning in August, and so it is important for us to find ways to make our lessons interactive and provide students with multiple opportunities to engage with their learning. So schools can no longer be a place where information is merely presented. Students must be actively engaged in their own learning, building deep understanding of concepts, applying different frameworks, analyzing the work of others, finding solutions to real problems through collaboration, thinking creatively and critically, contributing ideas, and developing products of quality. We need to provide these opportunities online. We know how to do it in the classroom, but online is a whole different story. And with Pear Deck, it is a platform where you can provide students with multiple opportunities to engage in their learning, to have those conversations with each other while seeing what they are producing online. Pear Deck slides help you engage every student in every seat and give formative assessments, no matter what grade or subject you teach. Pear Deck supports an interactive and community-focused classroom that helps students build confidence and comprehension. So what is Pear Deck? Pear Deck is a Google app. There is a free version and a premium version. Today we will be using the free version of Pear Deck. Is that students will be able to have interactive and in real-time conversations about their learning with their teacher and their classmates. Students will respond to questions and see how their classmates responded as well. And students will get immediate feedback, have their misconceptions cleared up, and learn multiple ways to approach the same question. Because they will have the ability to see how their students responded. Students are held accountable through Pear Deck because they are expected to submit a response to a question that is being asked by the teacher. This can be done in Zoom. However, in Zoom, you can, the way that you reply to a question is through the chat, and for younger students, that can be difficult. And in Pear Deck, there are tools available to students to respond. They can draw their response using the pencil. They can type it in as well, and some of our little guys are able to do that, but they can use the pencil tool or the pen tool to draw their response. They can annotate, they can circle things that the teacher provides. So it does make it more accessible for students at the younger grades. So this is a quick guide on how to get started. Pear Deck also offers easy kind of step-by-step tutorial on how to do that, and you can use theirs as well. This one is just it's set up a little bit differently. And so for number one, you go to peardeck.com. You can create an account. However, through our district, we all have Google accounts. And so you just go ahead and scroll down and you'll see log in through your Google account. There are tutorials. I highly recommend them, but you could also just kind of skip all of that and go through this quick guide to get started. You will have to install Pear Deck. And when you get there, you'll see where it says Pear Deck for Google Slides add-on. And it is an add-on that you can use right through your Google Slides. And then when you're ready, I'll show you how to click on add-ons, and there's a picture here that demonstrates that as well. So today, an example that we're going to be using is counting and cardinality. So if you wanted to use Pear Deck with your students, you want to start by just reviewing or introducing a lesson with your students. This one is on counting and fluency, and so you might begin with this is a lesson from Eureka Math, counting beans, and so you would just do the one-to-one correspondence. You would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're focusing on just 1 to 5. And so that would be the beginning part of the lesson. You're going to be practicing with the beans first and then with your fingers, and just giving that students that opportunity to practice and count along with you. And so once you've done that for about 5 minutes, you would move into maybe another thing that to reinforce counting numbers. And on this is something I will be sharing with you at the end of the session, but you can show students a quick video where they can listen and watch as these little fish are being counted. I'm going to just speed it up a little bit, but you can see how, the fish are coming out. You've got 1 and one fish. So I'm going to stop it there. And so, you know, just providing your students with multiple opportunities to see the numbers, to hear the numbers, and to have that practice, the time practicing with you, so that you can ask the question in Pear Deck. And you want to see how much they understand. This is where Pear Deck is really useful. So you can ask your students a question, for example, can you draw one animal? Think about one animal, and you want to make sure that you're asking students a question, be clear about the question, whatever it is that you want them to respond to. So in this sense, we are asking students to draw one animal. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go back into your slide deck, and right up here you can see where it says add on. So I'm going to click on add on, and I'm going to go down to Pear Deck, and I'm going to open the Pear Deck add-on, and it's going to open up on the far right. So once that comes in, I just quickly click on Start Lesson. On the right side is what we're doing today is Instructor Paced Activity in Real Time. So I'm going to click on that. For the younger students, however, you want to just click on Give Students a Link. It copies the link, and then you would go back into your Zoom in the chat, and you would copy the link there, right? So I pasted it here. And so this is the link that students are going to click on. So they get pretty savvy and understand that the blue is a link to it. And so when they click on it, it takes them directly into Pear Deck. And so students would answer that. And then it goes right into and loads the presentation where they can see again what, you know, the question that the teacher is asking. So as the students are responding to the question, this is the view that the teacher has. You can see here on the bottom that it's saying, it's letting you know how many students have responded out of the total number of students you have. As the answers are arriving, the teacher has an opportunity to be assessing students and making notes of who they need to work on, who's understanding it, who's not, and what your small groups will look like. Maybe some students will need some more practice with counting, and other students might be ready to move on to higher numbers. So again, Pear Deck is a great way for you to have 100% participation by your students. They're all actively engaged and participating. You don't have to call on one student at a time, as it is with Zoom, because all of the students are able to participate at the same time. So in the slide, you'll be able to click here to get to the survey. Let me know what you thought about this presentation, and if you have any other ideas for other platforms that you would like to explore. Thank you very much.